Good afternoon. Today we will be going through some questions from the unit exam called System of Fundamentals that I had to correct and explain them. Table of contents. So firstly, we will be going through the introduction to the presentation. Secondly, I will give a brief introduction to the unit. In third place, I will explain the question 12. In fourth, the question 13. In fifth place, the question 14. And finally, the conclusion. First, introduction to this presentation. In this presentation, we're going to take a closer look at some questions from my recent exam on Systems and Fundamentals. Instead of focusing only on the questions I got right, we'll be examining some of the questions that I answered incorrectly. I believe that mistakes can be powerful learning tools. By reviewing these questions, the questions that I missed, I can clear up any confusion and strengthen my understanding of important concepts. During this short time, I'll break down these questions, discuss what went wrong, and explore the correct answers. This will help me see how easy it is to misinterpret questions or overlook key details. More importantly, I'll learn how to avoid these mistakes in the future. By the end of this presentation, my goal is to have a better grasp of the material. So let's dive in. Systems and fundamentals. The computer science subject topic System and Fundamentals covers the essential concepts and principles underlying computer systems and their design. It typically includes areas such as computer architecture, operating systems, hardware peripherals, system design, and user interaction. This topic explores how computer systems are structured and function, including their organization of hardware as well as the role of operating system in managing these resources. It also covers fundamental concepts in system design, security considerations, software deployment, and the ethical implications of computer systems. The goal is to provide a comprehensive understanding of how computer systems are built, operated, and integrated into various environments. So now let's start with questions. So the first question that we have is the question 12. And it says, identify two roles that a computer can perform in a network. So the first role we'll look at is the client. In a network, a client computer is one that requests and uses services or resources provided by other computers. A client is typically a regular computer or device that you use every day, like your laptop or smartphone. Clients request information or services from servers, and examples of clients' activities include browsing websites, checking email, or printing to a network printer. The second role we'll discuss is the server. A server is a computer that provides services or resources to other computers on the network. Key points about servers are, for example, servers are usually more powerful computers designed to handle multiple requests. They store and manage resources like files, websites, or databases, and example of server types include website servers, file servers, and email servers. Next, I will discuss the question 13. It says, in the context of the network world, state the role of a client. So in a network environment, a client plays a crucial role as the initiator of requests and the consumer of services. These are the key aspects of a client's role. First, initiating requests. The client is responsible for starting communication with servers. It sends requests for specific services or resources, and for example, when you open a web browser and type in a URL, your browser acts as a client sending a request to a server. Secondly, processing responses. After sending a request, the client receives and processes a response from the server. It interprets the data received and presents it to the user in a meaningful way, and using our web browser example, it will display the web page contents sent by the server. Thirdly, user interface. Clients often provide the interface through which users interact with network services. They translate user actions into network requests and display results in a user-friendly format. Question 14. Identify one advantage of direct observation. The main advantage of direct observation is that it allows us to study an event, facility, or process in its natural setting. This provides us with a richer and more authentic understanding of the subject we're studying. Let's break this down. First, we have natural setting. Direct observation lets us see things as they actually happen in the real world, not in a controlled environment like a lab. Secondly, richer understanding. By watching firsthand, we can pick up on details, nuances, and contextual factors that might be missed through other research methods. And lastly, authentic data. We're seeing genuine behaviors and processes, not really relying on someone's recollection or interpretation of events. Conclusion. In conclusion, we covered the dual roles computers can play in a network, clarified the specific functions of clients and servers in the network world, and identify a key advantage of direct observation as a research technique. By examining these questions and correcting my initial misunderstandings, I've not only improved my knowledge but also demonstrated the value of learning from my mistakes. Overall, this process has helped me gain a clearer understanding of network dynamics.